What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Big Juan, and this is the Austin Comedy Police Report. Before we get into our main story, I wanted to show you a clip of the most recent Kill Tony, and I wanted y'all to see how 60 seconds of good comedy can turn your life around. Let's get into it.
Absolutely. Hell yeah. Fuzzy, you're absolutely fucking killing it.
I would love to have you on the secret show, Fuzzy.
You just got booked on a real show. There's a real joke book. Ron,
Hey.
you got anything?
Let me say one thing.
Hold
Can I say one thing?
Yeah,
before we
Ron
go?
White.
I've got one of the fun things about working this club is you get to watch these guys come and mature and grow as comics, and you're doing a fucking great job. And I got the 7 o'clock show tomorrow. You want to come do it with me?
I would love to, Ron.
on. Whoa! Opening the fat man of the mothership tomorrow night. You just watched a young man book 2 spots on a Tuesday and a Thursday from trying to sign up on a Monday here in Austin, Texas.
I love you, Austin!
There's people saying that if you want to make it, there's idiots in LA and New York. Like, yeah, it's just trans jokes in Austin. It's like, that's 9 minutes on mashed potatoes right there. These people are so full of shit. Bunch of conspiracy theories about Austin. We're like, tell us more about mashed potatoes. Anyway. I mean, mashed potatoes kind of are the trans potatoes, if you think about it. Like, they started as one thing and ended up being all mushy and... Anyway. Sometimes there's bacon, sometimes there's sour cream. Okie dokie. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your next bucket pool. Looks like it could be a familiar name. Let's see what happens. Make some noise for Jeff.
All right, guys. So for those of you who don't know Andrew Callaghan, he is a journalist slash YouTube personality. He has about 2 million followers, and as far as I know, man, he's a pretty straight and narrow guy. You know, he's not a whole lot of bullshit going on with him. Anyhow, he found himself at the mothership with comedian Lemaire Lee. From what I hear, Andrew was not feeling well. He was feeling tired, so he asked Lemaire if he could go chill in the green room. Apparently, Lemaire let him in. Joe got real upset about it. A shitstorm brewed. So here's a clip. I'll let Andrew explain it to you. I'm not taking anybody's side. You know, who was right, who was wrong. It's Joe's club. You know, he does have, you know, SEAL team security for a reason. I don't know what Andrew or Lemaire was thinking. I believe that you should ask permission for something like that. Apparently, Andrew was comfortable enough to start making popcorn in the green room. I mean, come on, guys. As far as that, you know, Joe is very particular about his green room, if y'all didn't know. And you really should have thought about it. Anyhow, here's a clip, guys.
One user asks, why haven't you been on the Joe Rogan Experience? Well, there could be 2 reasons for that. One, which is probably most likely, is that I'm not popular, famous, and influential enough to be on JRE. 2, could be related to a little green room spat that I had with Mr. Joe Rogan at his comedy club in Austin, Texas. So I'm not even a Joe Rogan hater, and I thought the mothership was actually pretty tight, especially how they lock your phones up in these magnetically sealed plastic sleeves when you enter the door. It definitely brings the anxiety levels down and makes it so comedians can push the envelope a bit more with their material, so it keeps comedy and experimentation alive without the fear of cancel culture. I was in Austin doing a couple different podcasts. The first podcast was Lex Friedman, and then the following day after that, I did the Matt and Shane Secret podcast. And unfortunately, Matt was out of town, but the homie Lemaire Lee, shout out to my boy, was there replacing Matt for that day. So that night after the podcast, Shane had a set at the Mothership Comedy Club. So he invited me, and in between sets, I'm chilling at the bar downstairs, and I'm getting like lightweight blown up by fans, which is fine. You know, I love fans. It was chill, but I was kind of like in a more relaxed headspace. I wanted to just doze off, you know, listen to comedy, chill. And so I told Lemaire, I'm like, yo, can I go upstairs to the green room? I'm trying to, kick back and, lay low for a bit. He's like, man, I can take you there, but just so you know, Joe Rogan's a bit territorial about that green room. Like, so it's at your own risk. And I'm like, dude, no way, it's going to be fine. Joe Rogan's reacted to like 7 of my videos because Jamie always plays them. So I'm like, it's going to be chill. So me and Lemaire take the elevator up to the secret green room at the mothership. There's 5 comedians in there, all in their mid-20s. Everybody recognizes me except for Joe Rogan. So everybody's dapping me up. Lemaire says, hey, Joe, it's my homie Andrew. Shake Joe Rogan's hand. I put some popcorn in the microwave, which I felt like was establishing myself as a member of the green room. And then I turn around and I see Joe Rogan like yelling at the security guard. And he's yelling, who let this fucking journalist in here? Kick him the fuck out. I could hear Joe saying this. I guess somebody told him that I was like a journalist, so he maybe thought that I was a Daily Beast reporter that had snaked my way into his safe space to ask him about ivermectin, which is a valid concern. So before I could even get kicked out, I was like, Lemaire, I gotta get out of here. And I walked down the stairs and went back into general population. So that could be why. I'm not sure if Joe Rogan thinks I'm like an asshole who was like trying to make my way up there to be like, dude, please have me on the podcast, bro. I'm such a big fan. But in reality, I just wanted to lay low and kick back. So one user asks, why haven't you been on the Joe Rogan Experience? Well, there could be 2 reasons for that. One, which is probably most likely, is that I'm not popular, famous, and influential enough to.